Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Subnautica. Now, we are right on the crux of embarking on quite the journey. So I've got a fair bit of water, I've got all my nutrient blocks collected, I've just moved the storage module out of my sea moth and into my prawn suit because we are going to be using the prawn suit for the majority of today's episode, I should think. Okay, let's get an idea of what I need to bring. So if I'm hoping to make a base, I'm probably going to want it powered by a thermal plant. That's ticket number 1. So I should probably figure out what it takes to build one of them. Magnetite, aerogel, titanium. I think we have aerogel. We definitely have the stuff to make aerogel. I should honestly just start putting like pretty much everything I have in here on the what's it called for the next little bit, just because that's the easiest way to guarantee that I have everything I need.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Some of the fancier stuff in here, so that's where all my gel sacks are. That's great. Silver and lead were being put in here. I suppose I'll put... Oh, that's not silver, pardon me, that's quartz. There's some aerogel and some ruby. I feel like I could easily fit the gel sacks over there as well, but... You know, why make things too easy on myself? Easy. Diamond needs to get put over elsewhere. So that's kind of just a randomized chest, and then that was all the nature stuff. Oh, what do you know? Gel sacks in there too. Okay, copper, titanium, gold, silver can all go in there. I also might pull this, actually, so what I'm going to do quick while I'm just finishing this stage up, I'm going to make sure that I have these power cells as fully charged as I possibly can. So that's a 0. 55 might be the next one, depending on what these are at. 100, 22, okay. Crazy. But I'm also probably going to steal the power cell out of my sea moth. Have a spare. Some bleach, make just a little bit more water, a bunch more gold and magnetite, and I guess honestly we should bring the coral tubes as well because we aren't going to be getting any more of those.
Captain.
No. Okay. So I've got the 2 arms I'm going to want, plus a storage and a hull reinforcement, which is the best I can do for now because all the other important upgrades come later. A bunch of silver, magnetite, and copper all in its storage as well, so we're laughing. Although I will probably want to empty those at some point. The one thing I am depressingly short on, I will say though, is titanium. I actually have like none. I have none titanium. So maybe what I'll do actually is I'll take this power cell, shove it back in the sea moth now, and I'll just go find some...
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
That's interesting. It doesn't auto... As soon as I put that in, it like auto-rotated. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I suppose I did. Did forget about that. So I'm just going to shoot my way to the kelp. As soon as I remember where that is. Collect a little bit of metal salvage off the ground of that spot. Is it over here? I feel like it's just these spots here, but like it's not. Yeah, it hadn't loaded in. It does get highlighted once it has. Okay, interesting. But yeah, because of all the whatchamacallits here, this is a good... Oh, I didn't even... Dude, I am actually so special. I have like no storage space to pick these up. What am I doing? I can do that and that'll get me 1 extra piece, but then whoop-de-doo, that's 8 titanium. And I have no storage unit in here now because I took it out and put it in the prot suit. My genius is sometimes frightening. And when I say genius, I'm of course referring to the lack thereof. Curious if once I put this in here, if I have any way of actually being able to pull the power from in here, maybe. Well, I can enter the sea moth, but I can't interact with the. All right, that's fine. I actually don't know how useful having that spare power cell would be. Worst case scenario, I have enough batteries that I can just make another one, I think. Either way, let's kind of get on with things here. So I have a fairly important question to kind of answer for myself, and that's whether I should just get into the Lost River via the way that I have kind of right here next to me, or if it makes more sense for me to take the long way, and go all the way to the Deep Grand Reef, going that way, because then going through that way I'm also getting access to... I still don't understand why every time I open this, it opens in like an ultra-wide mode. It's very irritating. I'm referring to the map. So the other thing that would be cool, but I do want to go Grand Reef ways at some point, because I still need to collect the item. Plus, that leads me through the Sea Treader's Path, which I always find incredibly cool. It's one of the coolest looking areas. And it's technically an excuse kind of to go through the dunes again. For that reason, part of me actually thinks maybe it would be something that'd be more fun to do down the road, like at some point. But for now, just to get into the Lost River and kind of start the Lost River-based stuff, I actually think maybe it makes more sense to just get in, like now, through this little blood kelp area. The one caveat to that is that Blood kelp scary. I'm not a big fan. But then again, I suppose that's a fairly weak reason, so fuck it, we ball. Okay. Got everything I need. More than enough batteries to keep all my equipment charged and make a spare power cell if I have to. Plus, hopefully... I never went out of my way to put a power cell on the... Or a power cell charger on here, did I? That seems like it could be a smart thing to do, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna do it. But it seems like it could be smart. That's what I have, the shield and the sonar now. No decoys, though. We'll find out eventually if that's an absolutely terrible, terrible thing. Warper. Teleporting away or coming in? Okay. So I've already done, I've done extremely little actually in here, considering I've been living on the edge of it for so long. Like, there's a crab squid. I don't know how close I need to get. Oh, he's coming for me. Piss off. See, and so this is kind of where my concern has come from. I'm at 78. Already, just because I tried to run that shield. Like, there's absolutely no safety from anything. I'm pretty sure those ampules will attack me as well. Yep, here he comes.
Warning, creature attack.
And now there's just so many enemies around.
Ahead flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calculating. Excessive noise.
Ghostweed.
Ahead standard.
I think I make it through this, but I gotta be honest, I really don't actually know. Dude, look at this place. It just gets so cool. Oh, and that's Brian already. Am I in the ghost? Oh shit, that's a branch. So there's the Lost River. And if you're struggling to follow, I'll try and put a picture actually of the map of the Lost River up, but I also encourage you to kind of pull it up yourself. There are several different main caverns. I think it's 5 caverns. One of them, which I believe is the one I'm in, and that was partly what scared me about learning that this was the route I was going to take. This is one of 2 spots that has a ghost leviathan in it. The one other spot is mandatory that you go there. This is the one optional. Oh, shit. There he is. It's a sneaky motherfucker for coming up on me like that, eh? Okay, turn that shit off, Jesus. I'm already killing all kinds of fucking power just having this thing on. I can't even see the thing that's fucking attacking me. It's just pushing me all over the place. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're drifting right now, and that's because the Ghost Leviathan's pushing me. Yeah, this actually might have been a very drastically bad idea. I need a, I need creature decoys to actually survive this, I think.
Vessel counterfeit. Excessive noise.
I'm not even sure I'm headed the right direction anymore. I'm pretty sure it's just turned me completely around. Did I save before this?
Engine overheat. Ahead standard.
Yeah, I think if I was at all headed the correct direction, I'm no longer. Also, I now have less than 30% battery when I started with a lot more than that, so. Is there anywhere I can kind of put myself where I'm like just far enough out of his way now that he'll kind of leave me alone a little bit?
Warning. External hull damage detected.
Yep, I detected that too.
Warning. Fire detected.
Jesus.
Engine powering down. Fire extinguished. Air scrubbers initiated.
Well, this is fun. Anyone else having a good time? I'm having a great time. I don't know if I would go as far as to say the plan's gone completely awry, but I'm not pleased. Any more? Where's the thing that tells me? I can fucking hear the bastard. That's him over there. Alright. Alright, what's going on, everyone? Still got my pen in my hand from writing this down. We're going to get into the songs of the day here for a second. So, again, gonna try and not like waffle too much about shit I don't know about, but still want to not just fly through the songs in like 5 seconds and not have any characters. So, coming in at number 1, we have "Break from LA" by G-Eazy.
I don't want to do this shit a bunch of times. Turn the music
This is
up.
another one of those like it's released but not quite actually released. You can only find it on YouTube or SoundCloud. It's not on Spotify for some kind of reason. But this song is like it came at a time like obviously for starters it was particularly emotional for him, I think, or not like emotional but like therapeutic, I guess. Because it's a kind of song that he sort of just vented his thoughts when he had sort of been in the midst of this really trying to appeal to the masses and make these like hyper commercialized albums that would just sell like track after track after track. Sort of because of the deal he was in with. Anyway, it was a really nice return. The song was a really nice return to form to the kind of stuff that he was doing like several years prior to when it had been released, which is kind of both what I think he wanted to do without realizing it and what the fans were really asking from him. And the product that came out of it was just beautiful. The main thing that made me remember this to put on the list was I just kept getting the little outro from the sample he used, the girl singing in the background. I just couldn't get that out of my head. So I spent like a good 10 minutes trying to go through all the different songs. I was like, it might be this one, it might be this one. But I know way too many songs by that. Like I swear I know everything but 5 songs in his discography. It's fucking challenging. Anyway, number 2, we have "All Comes Crashing" by Metric.
For all I know, this might be my last night.
I
That's
think I
how
put
it
Metric in
goes.
one of my earlier. It probably would have been "Sympathy" or I don't know. It was, I suppose I could control F it, but I don't care. Another good Canadian band, and sort of like an early, almost synth wavy. They're like an electronic rock, but I want to say they lent into the sort of trance or smooth electronics a little bit more than other like electronic rock bands at the time. Because in the early or like mid 2000s, that was kind of a big thing. But yeah, I hadn't known this, or like I didn't know this one from growing up, but I've started listening to a few more of their songs. There was one that was apparently in the Scott Pilgrim movie, which I haven't seen, but I really liked that one. Brie Larson actually did the main vocals for that one, but this one's just really good. Totally sounds like it belongs in a movie or show. I have notes here. I forgot about that. Like it sounds like it could be at the tail end or like a montagey bit of a season finale or something of a good show, or like the credits of a good movie or something. Sort of a little bit of a chaos in the midst of success, or vice versa. Number 3, we have Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. This is one of those songs that I think, like, if you went up to anybody on the street and you said, give me your top 5 songs of all time, anybody with some half decent taste is probably putting this one on there. This is like one of those kind of everyone connects with this song in some way. Everyone's heard it. It might kind of fall into that like almost overplayed category, but it's just such a fucking good song that I feel like most people are kind of like, yeah, it deserves its place on musical Rushmore, you know. I don't necessarily know immediately what else I'm grouping it up there with, but I just think like this is one of those songs, you know. So no brainer to put it on the list today. Number 4, I've got Simple by Uva, OOVA, all caps.
But I know you wanna leave, but stay for a minute. You know you wanna stay, so why won't you admit it?
This is one of those ones. I was scrolling through Instagram and I got an ad from some promotional. It's very kind of like, I don't want to call it basic. That sounds a little bit disrespectful, but like your kind of standard Instagram promoted club song. But I also think like it deserves better than that. I wish it got like radio play, or I wish more people knew about it. It doesn't deserve to just be getting pushed on some shitty Instagram algorithm where a lot of people probably aren't going to find it. Actually, I'm curious how many plays it has on Spotify. Let me pull that up. I stand corrected. It has 8.3 million plays on Spotify, so they're doing all right. Yeah, you know, just proper good club song. Leave it at that. And then number 5, we have Dust by Moon, and I'm not even gonna like what is that? I don't even know what's the vertical slash called. It's not a slash, not a forward or backslash, it's just a straight line. I don't know. Either way, that, O that, and I don't know. I just learned that this is actually off of the Hotline. I searched it up on YouTube so I could give it a quick listen again, because I write these lists ahead of time, and then I sometimes, I don't want to say I forget how they sound, but I kind of just need to be reminded, you know? So I pull it up on YouTube, and yeah, it's apparently it's from the Hotline Miami 2 soundtrack. I watched Jacksepticeye play a little bit of the first one, but it wasn't really my kind of game. Maybe I got to give it another go. I don't know. The idea is cool, and knowing that this is on the soundtrack, that tells me that it clearly it knows what it's doing with the soundtrack. But yeah, anyways, this is like this I'm also gonna say belongs in like a show or a movie, but not the end credits. This is like a early on, if you've got a badass character, a character who's about to go do something badass, this is his preparation song, you know, like collecting his stuff, putting the headband on. I've just bumped the shit out of the microphone. Tying up the bandana, you know, starting the car, going for a drive to wherever he's gonna go to fight this dude that he's gonna fight. Like it's got just some steady badassness, you know. And it totally falls in the synthwave category as well, I'd say. Which I have to say, I think that's honestly, if you ever had to ask me like what my true favorite genre is, I'm a very wide-ranging person when it comes to favorite genres. I think synthwave has to be like my favorite overall. So yeah, it's kind of to me it's a no-brainer that this would be in there, but I hope you guys check it out. It's very cool sound to it. Yeah, let you guys get on with the rest of the video. Oh, look at that, titanium. And then yeah, so part of what makes this play significant is this is... I still don't remember where that other spot was that I found it, but this is normally where you're meant to find ghost weed, because somewhere in here is the portal from the main, like... Oh, nickel. Perfect. That's one of the key things we're looking for here. So I'm actually gonna... I'm probably gonna... Remember, this stuff does kill me, right? Yes. Oh, and quite quickly, too. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take the drill arm
All systems
off of my
online.
prawn suit. I'm going to empty its storage just a tiny bit. And we're going to go in there and kind of collect some materials. That music seems just a wee bit excessive, doesn't it? Ooh, but it sounds badass, doesn't it? Oh, I fucking love this game, dude. Okay, we're gonna put some spare stuff in there. Things I don't have the room for. Drink some water, so I have enough to pee myself with. Engines are off, correct? Should actually turn off a lot of the power as well. That can stay off. Floodlights are off. Internal lights. We'll turn them off as well.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So that's magnetite. Don't need that. Also magnetite. Crystalline sulfur. This sounds like something that's a little bit more intense, but other than it being intense, it would be straight out of Spore. Don't really think we're desperate for lithium either, although that is one thing that you don't want to not have. Silver? I assume that's silver. And then more silver, that's titanium, I think. Crystalline sulfur, that's nothing. Oh yeah, these little bastards too. Long-legged cave dwellers. This might just be a rock. Might also be nickel, I don't know. Wow, one's all it takes. That's sadly kind of satisfying. Okay. Yeah, so I'd say the journey getting down here was amongst the worst I've ever had. You know, it's never a cakewalk getting down here. You're always going to run into one creature or something, but I will admit that not having decoys was probably a really, really dumb idea. There's some gel sacks too. Always forget about them. I think ruby is actually the thing that I'm going to have more of a shortage of, but I will collect some gel sacks as well. For a water filtration unit and all the other things that aerogel is useful for, we're going to want to have some, so. Holy shit, there's a lot of these guys here. This might be the worst part of the Lost River to go to. There's a reason nobody comes this way. The blood kelp zone's already bad enough. Because of the everything, honestly. There's Ruby. There's a ghost leviathan in it. There's hey, I got it. That could have been drastically easier if I just got out and picked it up. I really only need to be in this thing for the brine. But so where I should also actually be kind of smart about this for a second and use this as a bit of a scouting report, because I need to figure out exactly where it is I'm trying to get to. Shit, is that the entrance? Ooh, it goes very vertical, but I guess the Cyclops fits in there, right? Okay, so it's a 300 meter mad dash. If I go into the full speed, put maybe a fresh battery in it or something, which I can still do. I can probably avoid the ghost Leviathan. I don't even know, like, he's not visible right now. He's fucked off somewhere. So I feel like maybe... I feel like maybe we're okay. Got a fair bit of crystalline sulfur, crystalline. I was really hoping to find more nickel, but I think maybe you're meant to actually have your drill arm and just get a nickel deposit for that stuff. That's magnetite. I thought it was another piece of nickel. That's a shale outcrop. Diamond. Any chance you wanted to let me just pick up the... Alright, fuck it. Don't need gold that bad anyway. Ah, shit, there he is. Does he... I wonder... Does he just kind of orbit? Or, like, patrol in a circle? As soon as I hear his scream, the music cuts out, eh? It likes the suspense. That was that guy making that noise, I think. Is the river stalker or river creeper or whatever his name is. Dude, the thing that's the ghost leviathan, their like translucent outer shell isn't visible until you get closer, so until you're like they're right on top of you, you can basically not see them. That honestly might not even be... I'm pretty sure that's just the... What's it called? That guy. Nope, never mind. They're fighting each other, maybe. He is right there. Oh, he's actually very close. I reckon as soon as I turn the engine back on, I've kind of got to be concerned about whether or not he comes for me. Well, my shorts are a little bit heavier now. How are yours? What do we got? So 0, 60, 100. And then I assume all of these are zeros then. 0, 0, 0. Great. I've got 3 batteries ready to go. Let's grab another. And I have 1 silicone rubber down here. And oh, I guess. I didn't even think, but I don't have enough silicone rubber to make another. I've literally got 1 power cell on dock, and that's it. I gotta know how to make it count. That brings us to basically fuck all, which is great. Let's grab that. He is literally... He is. He's fighting those guys, which is kind of nice. So... with the branches the way they are as well, I have to question whether or not this thing makes it. It's like that one big branch really seems like it's in the way. These little ones are bad enough, but... And I guess I'm going to be using this to find out. Also, now that fucker's in the way.
Engine powering up. A hit slow.
Alright, Alright, seems like that guy's after me now. Surely, right? Like I am at the very, very top. If I fits, I sits. Alright, motherfuckers, we made it. Oh shit, maybe. I might have gotten too excited. Give me a second. Yep, okay. Just smack the ground a little bit. Make sure you know you're still here. This would probably be a lot easier to do. Wait, what do you mean? We're chilling. There's the screw. What am I hitting? Oh. Alright, cool. He deserved that anyway. Wait, no, it's trying to claim that I'm hitting everything, so... Which, you know, in all fairness, I think maybe I am, but... It's not like I really had much of a choice. Alright, if that's it, that's okay with me. There's keel, so I can see straight down. Conning tower. Ah, yes, in my professional opinion, I have, in fact, hit something. Okay. I didn't even think we're at 700. Am I equipped, like, physically to do the depth I need to here, actually? Or am I basically stuck leaving... I might be stuck leaving this guy here and taking the prawn suit. Because it's got depth... Oh, it has no depth module, actually. So it's only good for 900 as well. Shit. I might not have thought something through here. I heard that guy. I'm ready to scrap whenever you are, pal. Say the word, I'll step up. There it is. Matter of fact, get over here. I'm not done with you yet. That's what I thought. Piss off. Alright, a little bit of ruby, because like I said, I know I'm going to need more of it. Nickel is the big ticket item, though. I need to keep my eyes open for a lot of that stuff. No! Matter of fact, speaking, there it is. If I'm not mistaken, nickel is the one that gives me both of the next depth upgrades for each of these guys. I'll maybe do it to you, pal. Kind of forgot I could do that. It's actually very nice. Feels very freeing. Sandstone. It is nickel. Okay. We can get a shit ton of nickel pretty easily then if these have all been deposits. While I'm mining this, I'm going to pull up a map of the Lost River. One. Interactive, it seemed. Ghost Forest, Junction, Tree Cove, Hostile Creatures, Corridor. Yeah, that's not really the one I'm used to looking at. There's one that breaks it down really... I guess it's probably on the Wikipedia page, actually. Gallery. Where is it? I swear I've seen one here that was a map. I mean, that one's pretty good. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's probably what I'll end up using if I can. Take a screenshot of that. There. That's what I'll end up putting on the thing later. But, okay, so I've just came out of the Ghost Forest. Went down the entrance, which puts me at Junction. Am I really? This is Junction? That doesn't seem right. Okay, thanks for that game. Alright, so I've got in my hand 3 pieces of nickel. How many are in the storage? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, that should be it for me then. So, this is really the junction. If I just keep going down this way. I guess technically I'm at the point now where it would consider me still just in the Ghost Forest, but... So essentially there are 4 entrances across the map. There's one where I went in, one in the Blood Kelp Trench, one in the Deep Grand Reef, and one up by the mountains. Each one has their own corresponding like Lost River room that you enter in. There's the Blood Kelp Trench, which kind of brings you into either the Ghost Canyon or the Corridor. It's a little bit of a split. There is the Ghost Forest, which is where I came in from. There's the Mountains Corridor if you came in from the mountains, and I'm pretty sure the Deep Grand Reef also puts you in the Ghost Canyon. All of them eventually end up leading to the Junction, which, if I'm not mistaken, in the Junction is maybe where the... Whichever of the 3... There's like... I guess that would be the secondary or... No, that's the power. Nope, power's in the inactive lava zone. Primary containment is in the first one. Right, so Junction must be the disease research facility. And then beyond that, there's also the Tree Cove. Tree Cove leads you down into the lava area. What is going on? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Sir, your arm appears to be just slightly broken. Well, that would explain why it only showed up when I was like looking this way. Okay, fixed it. Weird. Okay, can I safely... I don't want to even try that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, we have a modification station. Cyclops Depth Module Mark II. Am I at the point... Am I still on Depth Module Mark 1, or am I any Depth Module? Yeah, I have the Depth Module Mark 1. Okay, good. So I need that I already have, plus the nickel that I just got, plus some plasteel. That gets me some extra depth out of the Cyclops. Prawn suit. Ah, shite. Prawn suit Mark 1 is back up at the upgrade station, I think. Yep. With nickel, ruby, and plasteel. Ugh. Do you know what that means? I need to go all the way back. Because I don't have the stuff to make it either, and I don't think it's easy enough to get. What do I need to make a moon pool? Like, this is the thing, is you have to consider all that. Moon pool is... a shit ton of titanium, lubricant, which so that alone ends me. I need the lubricant, and I can't get that down here. So I need to go back up in order to make a upgrade for the prawn suit. I totally forgot about that. I should have known better. I should have known better. I have only just enough titanium to even make one plasteel. So I can make an upgrade for the Cyclops. I can do that. Which might not be a bad shout, because then I can go just a little bit... No, I can't really go much deeper, because then I wouldn't be able to get the prawn suit out. Unless I took the prawn suit out. Oh, so many things you gotta think about with this fucking game. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. Oh, what's the plan of attack here? Let's look on the cameras for a second here to start. Engine's still running too. I should be careful. 40% though, it's doing all right. So ghost rays, creeper things. Oh, there's one of the bones right there. So yeah, we are very much in the junction. We're like right there. I just kind of want to know what's around me. This guy isn't being aggressive because I'm not doing anything, I think. If I started moving, he would be. But like if I just kind of leave this here dormant engine off, I don't think I would have any issues. Although I say that, but it's being pushed actively as we speak. He's not even being registered as a thing though.
Engine powering down.
So if I do that, all the lights are off. There's literally nothing here to make it like aggressive. Let's save. Nope, the other one. These. Let's take that out. Okay. Let's kind of double check the state of my food and material situation, because ideally I want to bring up pretty much everything I need to make this upgrade. Oh, I need to put one of these fire extinguishers back as well. That'll save me at least a storage. Is that on this side as well? No, should be. So I guess ideally I turn this all into plasteel. That'll make storage quite easy. Plus my lithium. It's 2 to make a plasteel, right? Might only be 1 on this, I don't even remember. No, it's 2. I'm a genius! Holy shit, I've already been recording for 40 minutes. Wowee. This is going to be a long one, fellas, I'm not going to lie to you. I might even split it up into 2 parts. I guess you'll just have to wait and see.